Hello, Femikis as always. I want to talk about some political stories that are going around. Femikis as always. Wish for the people who are sick, those traumatized, those under hard circumstances, those who are trying to find jobs, those who are suffering abroad, those who are suffering in Uganda. It's my wish that you can be well. So as we are going to explore, there is a tweet. There is Museveni made a speech and he made comment on education that requires us to reply as alternative, because we are going to build our country, our new Uganda, on the basis that we build the foundation on education. But however, Museveni made this tweet where he said education is the interpretation that you can't be doing sports and you say you are working. I'm afraid, as you can see, the interpretation, as you can see, somebody who has been in power for 36 years, he hasn't grasped how to lead a country, how to governize people, how to bring in ways to help other people. One thing he thinks about is politics as a career. But however, we need a president who is going to inspire generation, who is going to motivate generation, young people to have opportunity to use their talent and be able to use it as a career. That is the beauty of NUP, that we are diverse, we are open and broad-minded. We are not like NRM that they look at politics. This is the problem that NRM has created in Uganda. That people, they don't see ways to tackle our problems, ways to deal with our problems. They only look at one thing, politics. They'll be bribed, they'll be given money, that is not the way we should be using that. So in our election, our president made a significant speech. I heard it, I saved this video, and this video tells you how our president has got vision. The impact of this video is underestimated. It was bypassed. The media do not want to bring it, but I want to bring it back, because for me, my leader is Robert Kyagulanyi. Is the person I look at, the person I interpret, the person I can make speech even if he's not speaking to me. Our president, when he was in election in Jinja, he talked about a qualification, and we are going to go there. But he made this important speech. The people, they did not take it on. People, they did not interrupt. Morning, comrade. But for me, my duty is to look at this and be able to interpret. Listen to this. If you disagree, I don't know how politics you take it.
Nakwata mukazi we namufula minister w'ebyenjigiriza ng'ate ne mukazi we okusoma kwe kuliko question mark. Bino byenjogera wulira, bino byenjogera biri serious. Museveni ne mukyala we ayinza okuba n'abantu beewuwe mu nju, bonna obuyigirize bwabwe buliko question mark. Museveni yegwe wabitandika no questioning n'ogamba Bobi Wine yasoma nabikulaga ebipapula byange. Museveni twagala otubulire wasomera wa era ebipapula bibiriwa. Ulira ye yabitandika mukyala wa Museveni ye minisita w'ebyenjigiriza yakulira okusomesa abaana baffe, naye njagala mubuuza, ze nasomera Makerere Mukyala Museveni agamba nti yasoma n'afuna degree ya education. Okufuna degree ya education olina okukola teaching practice. Muka Museveni wakolera wa teaching practice. Kakati byebyo ebizibu byetufunye mu Uganda nga n'omuntu akulira okusomesa abaana baffe naye ebikusoma kwe nako kale nno mikwano gyange twandibadde twogera ku bingi nnyo nandibadde mbabulira bingi nnyo naye kati kanve ku muzeeyo.
Big message, political. These are the problems we are facing in Uganda, being led by people who don't have qualification. The problem we have, education is in tatters because somebody who leads it doesn't have the capacity to lead a Minister of Education. NUP is talking about Quad A, academics, arts, athletics, agriculture, as our proposal, how we are going to lay the education system. We make Uganda the foundation of education. The problem we have is we are having old people who don't understand, and it comes up and say, sports, you can't say that you are working. If I can say to Museveni, I replied this on Twitter, I want to see people replying to this. If we can make it a case, we can embarrass Museveni and expose, for me, this is how I want our politics to be. We can refer to Cristiano Ronaldo is a spokesman. How much is he going to earn? What he's earning is more than the value for Uganda. We have to refer to our manifesto, NUP, that we are going to look at athletics because some people, they cannot be successful with academic, with the agriculture. So we are looking for ways for each one that they can stay in a capacity of academic environment. Just like in America, you can be a footballer, but you go to the University of Footballer. It's one way to support people with the inability, with the problems that they cannot adapt to the level of those who are academically well. Museveni makes such a statement. He walks free. No one is replying. This is where we have to reply. This is where we have to amplify. We have to show that Nkunyingi Mwada was right. We have the Persons Act 2015 that they did not implement in 2016 because they said there was no time. But what about 2021? Now it is 7 years. Are they going to say 2026? They cannot implement this. This is how we can counter and tackle the Electoral Commission. What about Nkunyingi putting this request to get information about Museveni? But it has never been given. He was abducted, he was brutalized, he was put in prison. But you know, we not a Simonka. You can never erase such evidence like this. Because had the EC taken action on Museveni, bring your qualification, bring your person's information, bring this, we should never get there. Uganda can do better in a way if they cannot create jobs. This is the time that we can have a government that respects sports. Look at the revenue it brings in Kenya. There is so much revenue that Kenya, they bring in advertisement for Nike, for Adidas, and that has put Kenya on the international map. Look at Morocco, what it did for Africa. Africa pride, Africa income, put Africa on the world map, put Africa into the sports football, that Africa is big, is there to stay, and they have run their eye. And then we have a president who say, when you say sports, so when you talk about sports, you are not going to work. Look at the developed countries. Uganda now, we have got so many betting shops in Uganda. Why do we have betting shops? Can't we pin NRM and the government on these points? If he says that sports you don't go to work, why do we have betting shops now full of Uganda? All these unemployed young people, they go in those betting shops. They go to watch football. When they go to watch football, they spend a lot of money, they get into trouble. But they get addicted to what? They get addicted to betting. No. They get addicted, I'll get the word. But however, they go there to watch Premiership football, and those players who are playing, it's their job that earns them £1 million per week for Uganda, earns them £500,000, £100,000 that Uganda doesn't have. I heard Uganda is sinking into debt. They are going into 80 trillion US dollar, 80 trillion Uganda shillings that we are getting into debt. And you are having a president who say, sports, when you talk about sports, you are not going to work. So under Museveni, there is no jobs. Under Museveni, Ugandans, they are going abroad. Under Museveni, there is a brain drain in Uganda. Under Museveni, it has happened that Ugandans who go in the United Arab Emirates, 20 people, they die every day into slavery, into when they take their organs. And you have a president who comes and speaks like this. Fellow Ugandans, I'm crying out for comrades. Let us always reply. Uganda is into trouble. We should reply. These are the issues that we take on Museveni every day. We take on Museveni because he's not giving anything back. We embarrass him. He says NRM is secure future. How can he secure future? Look at the story of Mane. Mane succeeded. He comes from deep village from Bulimbali. He has gone on to be one of the best footballers and is helping Senegal. Imagine the national mood when Uganda cranes, they go to cafe, they go to participate, that we come together. That we come together, the Ugandans, that we have a joy. Don't we want Uganda teams to go abroad and succeed? Uganda netball team went and succeed. And if you can see, NRM is doing these things on purpose. That when it comes for money for spokespeople of Uganda to go outside to compete, the money is never there. But the money is in the budget. When they come to ask for that money, this grandson or son of Amin, he says there is no money. We hear Ugandans are stuck abroad because there is no money. We hear Halima won medal in Qatar, but her money has never been given to her. Now look at Qatar. We must condemn. We must attack this statement by Museveni. He did it on live on NTV, and it is on evidence. It is these things, points we should pick up. Look at Qatar World Cup. Qatar was worse than Uganda. It have come on to make its way to the top. It hosted a World Cup. That is not very small. To give you a World Cup, they give you 10 years to prepare. But to prepare that, Qatar has passed Uganda, and we are stuck with the president. So we have to know the significance of our manifesto. NUP proposed Quad A. When you come, before you come in government, you propose what you want, how you are going to do things. And education, our president said, it is going to be number one. Found a foundation, and that is the way we are going to build our country. But we have to reply. We are going to look at academics, those who are good, that they can go there. Athletics, yes, so that you can ask yourself, how is it going to mingle with the education? This is where Museveni lacks, and this is where Bobby Wine scores a lot. When you are in a class, you learn things how to handle your money. You learn things how to use managers, promoters. Then you should learn how to sign your contract. You should learn the money you are going to earn. How are you going to pay taxes? How are you going to use it? You need also to speak, because when you perform well, people, they want to speak to you. When you don't perform well, people, they want to speak to you. So this is where academic Quad A helps a lot and plays an important part. The significance that we need to know. We need to know how it plays a part. Nkunyingi has played a part. He has requested Museveni's information. It wasn't given. You remember they requested for Bobby Wine information and it was released within 3 days. But from 7, it hasn't. It is no surprise, we know that. So for me, I want to tell you, instead of concentrating on people like Kashumba, on people like Isma, or wherever, Tamale, Mirundi, all these things, we know they are bootlickers. We know what they are after. Let us take NRM on these issues, and we shall be winners in big time. Politics is not about making lousy noise, making yourself whatever. Yes, it plays a part, but this is going to give us respect. When people, they look into our camp, they say, who are these people? What do they concentrate? What do they talk about? But if we don't say anything, we are losing. Ugandans, we are losing. We are having people. Nkunyingi has put in this letter. Are we going to follow it out? Are we going to talk about it? Are we going to recall this? When people, they go in the studio, when they face Simon Muyanga, are we going to recall, to divert their conversation? We are serious. We are very serious. I will play you a clip next time where our president says we are going to be different, because that is what it means as a new Uganda. So we need to understand. I want to play you a profile of Nkunyingi. He's really picking up. He's doing very well, and he's doing himself a justice. So he's representing Robert Kyagulanyi. However, we need, where is it? That one? That was my profile of Nkunyingi. I don't know why the volume doesn't come. Onto that it comes, but I don't know why it doesn't come. All right, so we need to understand the word gains in sport. It's not about, in Uganda, sports for now is like hobbies. What do you want? What do you like? What makes you happy? Is it leisure? But the way the world is panning out to be, sports has become a job, big job. We have got Michael Jordan, they are paid very well. Serena Williams, Rafa Nadal, Roger Federer. We have got good memories. Roger Miller. In Uganda, we've had somebody who broke the records, Akibua. The problem we have, NRM, they have become sabotagers. The sabotage Nakivubo Stadium is gone, and the number needs refurbishment. So what NRM can see, they see that once they let people succeed, they see it as a threat to them, whereas it is not a threat, because we can see for Kenya to be on the path of democracy, it doesn't come one way. It comes in different ways. It's like you have to give everybody like what they want, you address, and then the country is lifted at the same pace. But what is happening in Uganda is about discrimination, is about exclusion. When you see the vice president yesterday, she went to the scenes of Freedom Square, where 9 people they died, rest in peace. But however, there is no government representation who went to Zambia to see how these people they were brutalized. It's like we seek for our liberty, we seek for our freedom when people they demonize it as being unruly, when people they demonize it as wrong. But however, we have to continue and go ahead. So we have to look at sports as game. While NRM, they open up betting shops to drain the little money Uganda they have, but there is more gain. We should have our academies in Uganda. We should have people who are athletics, short put, anything, long distance, long jump, short jump, high jump, long runners, short runners. Look at what Usain Bolt has achieved. Look at Nadal. He has got academy in Spain, Mallorca. Look at Roger Federer. Look at Novak Djokovic. Look at the Serena Williams. Look at all these big athletes. Arthur Ashe. Look at so many. You can mention Michael Jordan. Look at what they are buying in the shop. You go there, you want to wear something about Jordan, about the number. All these, they can bring in money. But what is happening? We have got dictatorship who can see the only way to stop Ugandans is to stop them having access to such information, having access to do those things. This is why they broke Facebook, but they will never win. They blocked it, but they use it themselves, but still people, they use it at a cost, at a disruption. But however, that means they will never be successful to block Facebook, whether they like it or not. How Chinese they do it is different. Uganda, they don't have what is required to do it. So fellow Ugandans, we have to look at these things very serious. That Museveni has come in power, is not taking education as serious. He's not taking sports as serious. When you rule people, you rule them different. Some people give the sports section good. So why do you have a minister of sports, Janet Museveni? We saw those who come from Japan. You welcomed them. You give them gifts. You give them cake. So we need to understand. We need to pin Museveni and never leave him to come and brag. Never lead him to come and mislead and take away our children who can be inspired by seeing Morocco do well in the World Cup, who can be inspired by seeing all these sports and great people being on the world stage. That is what it is. The father of William saw the father, saw Steffi Graf getting money, and they got inspired, had children, and then those children, they dressed the world. So we, people on social media, I think this is why I said, in a revolution, you need to be consistent. You need to be with the patient. We need to look at these small details as important as much as possible. When you think about entertainment, we will never get there. I don't know where it is going to take us. We have information that can help us to give up. Museveni is open. He's always open. We should pick him up. We should pick on these issues. Look at how. Is there anybody who doesn't know what sports plays a part? Look at today. People, they are going to go betting shop. They are going to pay money to watch Arsenal play Newcastle. And they are going to pay money. That is income generation. The TVs, they are going to get money. Betting shop, they are getting to. Why should we have betting shop in Uganda? Why should we have people betting shop in Uganda, a country as poor as that, a country with the youngest population, that people, they don't have money, people, they are unemployed? Why should we have betting shop in Uganda? If Museveni is saying that when he says sports, you are not going to work. So those betting shop, what are they? They are workplaces, they are work premises. So why would you demolish the Nachifubo Stadium? I saw Chinese gave us an offer to build a stadium on the road, main road going to Masaka, on the other side, the right hand side, there is Impiji. And what I saw few months ago, they have the place, the offer is gone. It's off the table. They are building their other things. So I think we need a new Uganda. All we ever needed is NUP. Has got different proportion, has got different proposal to how to rule Uganda and how to differ from NRM, how to differ on what is there. Because look at our Quad A. Don't forget Ugandans. We have got Manifesto, NUP people. You have to refer to our manifesto. We have to criticize what is in NRM. They are saying secure future. Why? Some people, they cannot afford money, they cannot afford school fees, but they can be able to use their talent to nurture, to get themselves career and get themselves income. And when they get income, that income adds to our economic growth. So Museveni, I reply, when we speak this, we don't speak against whatever. We speak, these are constructive criticism. You are the leader, you are there to be shot at, and we have to ask and demand for answers. When you come and speak like that, it is not acceptable. If you don't know, you need to step down. And these are the reasons you need to step down. So it is not my word, it is my evidence against you. We needed to have your what? Your academic papers, you didn't give it to us. Thank you very much, Robert Chagulanyi. As I'm going to play your video, I call you prophet sometimes, and I think you were prophet. You said we are in trouble, and we are in trouble because at this time, Uganda, if you can't create jobs, we should create more in sports. And because Uganda, they have accepted to have people who don't meet the Persons Act, and we are in trouble that sports is never taken as serious as it is. But it needs leaders who take sports as serious and who know what is going to bring to Uganda. Thank you so much, Bobby Wine. God bless you. You said this in a campaign, but it has come to pass.
Nakwata mukazi we namufula minister w'ebyenjigiriza ng'ate ne mukazi we okusoma kwe kuliko question mark. Bino byenjogera wulira, bino byenjogera biri serious. Museveni ne mukyala we ayinza okuba n'abantu beewuwe mu nju, bonna obuyigirize bwabwe buliko question mark. Museveni yegwe wabitandika no questioning n'ogamba Bobby Wine yasoma nabikulaga ebipapula byange. Museveni twagala otubuulire wasomera wa era ebipapula bibiriwa. Ulira ye yabitandika mukyala wa Museveni ye minisita w'ebyenjigiriza yakulira okusomesa abaana baffe, naye njagala mubuuza nze nasomera Makerere. Mukyala Museveni agamba nti yasoma n'afuna degree ya education. Okufuna degree ya education olina okukola teaching practice. Muka Museveni wakolera wa teaching practice? Ebizibu byetufunye mu Uganda nga n'omuntu akulira okusomesa abaana baffe naye ebikusoma kwe nako mikwano gyange twandibadde twogera ku bingi nnyo, nandibadde mbabulira bingi nnyo, naye kati kanve ku muzeeyo.
bye bizibu bye tulina in politics. You must always be able to identify a problem and talk about how it sometimes the solution and sometimes how it impacts on people, negative or positive. This is Bobby Wine 2020 and tell you how education, having people without qualification, how it has impact on education system in Uganda and on Uganda as whole. Is there any argument? There is no argument. Bwino ku bwino. Nzawe fira. Chichodemic is a patch. I come back. Soldier, Sky Soldier, I'm trying to find out what exactly is happening now. And after, I'll come. Thank you, Nalon, for watching. Share, like. Thank you for the comments. And I'll be back as always. I can come back this evening. And tomorrow, plenty of time. Salute. People, power, our power. NUP everywhere. Everywhere, NUP. Salute. United Forces of Change on the way. 2023, we remove a dictator. No going back. Spark Uganda Kunga.